Hello everybody and welcome back to Odin's Movie Blog. I am the critic who's a cynic, and today I wanted to tell you a story. I wanted to tell you two different tales of two different women in cinema. So first, let's start off with this character, and I want to start off with a question. I want you to answer it honestly to yourself. When you see this person, what do you see? What is one of the first things that you notice? What is one of the first things that you recognize? What is something that you see in this person? All right, do you have something in mind? Okay, great. Now I want you to take a look at this person. Now, what's one of the first things you see? What do you care about? What are some of the things that you notice right away? All right, do you have something in mind? All right, good. Now, what you probably thought, for most of you, is, okay, this is a person, this is a human being, and you are correct. But also, this is a terrible character. And that is what I want to talk about today, is how people actually view others on the big screen, others in TV, in cinema, and film. When you look at a person, when you look at a character, you usually look at one or two things. Are they a good character or are they a bad character? Should I care about this person? Should I not care about this person? Was this character written well, or was this character written terribly? Now, if you ask different people, they might see something totally different when you ask them, what do you see in this picture? There are some people who would rather break down a person by their race, by their gender, by any other myriad of things, instead of actually looking at them as a person and the character that they actually portray. And I think that this is very important because it is a way for us to be very specific in our language, to be very specific in our dialogue with one another when talking about movies or any other genre of film, television, etc. And I feel that it is so important, especially in today's age, where everyone who is being critical of this character in particular, even if they're just being critical of the character itself, even if their criticism is a legitimate, even if their opinion of this character is coming from a good place, they are still painted in the same boat. They are still painted as a racist or a sexist. Instead of the fact that a lot of people didn't like this person, not because of the person that they are, but because of the character that they portrayed. This is a wonderful person. Every interview that we see with her, she seems like a very genuinely nice, sweet person. So there is nothing wrong with her personally, and there's nothing wrong with her acting either. For what she was given with the character, for what she was given with the script, there is nothing wrong with this. But what do we see here? We see another awesome actor, again, who's done so many great things. She's done great things on Westworld. I remember all the way back from when she was on Veronica Mars. This is Tessa Thompson, and she has done so many great things over the years. And you know what I see? I see a brilliantly written character. In fact, me and my wife had a chance to watch Thor Ragnarok the other day, and immediately I thought to myself upon watching it, this is how you make a good character. It has nothing to do with her race. It has nothing to do with her gender. In fact, what I love about the film is that there's a moment when Thor said to her, saying, oh, I always wanted to be a Valkyrie, and then I found out that there were only women, and then I was like, well, obviously I can't join, but you know what? Hey, go you know, it's about time, right? And he makes that kind of a joke, and I thought to myself, that's the way you handle it. You essentially just say, you know, it doesn't matter. It does not matter what the gender or what the race of this person is. What matters is it a good character? Is it a well-written character that I care about, that I want to see more of? Here we have a case where we have, again, a very strong, brilliant actor who's done a great job with the role and is also given a great character to work with. Once again, we go back to this. Another very great actor. Again, she hasn't been in much, but from what we've seen, even of this character, even of Rose Tico, Kelly Marie Tran has shown that she is still a very talented actress. Again, she does well with what she has. Again, we might have our criticisms of the character itself, but her as an actor, it's really hard to really criticize anything that she's done so far. She hasn't really shown us any reason to criticize her as an actor. The character, on the other hand, is a different story, because what we see here in Rose Tico is a very weak character, is a very poorly written character. But again, it does not matter what her gender is, what her race is. That does not matter. Most people, when they view this, they don't say, oh, there's that Asian woman, or oh, there's that black woman. Most people don't think like that. Most people think, oh, that's Rose Tico, or oh, this is Valkyrie. And we think to ourselves, this is a great character. And then we also think to ourselves, most of us, well, this is not very good. This is not a very good character. But we need to be very careful in our language, but also, too, we need to point out when others try to paint everyone with this broad brush and say, oh, well, you just don't like her because of being a racist or a sexist. No. Here's a perfect example of two women playing two totally different roles, and yet one has received criticism because the character is weak, and the other has not received any criticism because the character is strong. You've never seen any article, you've never seen any bit of information say, oh my goodness, Tessa Thompson's being ridiculed because she's a woman and she's of this particular race and etc. You don't hear that. You want to know why? Because she was a good, strong character. Again, both of these women are great actors. However, what's the big difference between them? It has nothing to do with anything else other than the characters that they portray. And I just wanted to get this video out there because I think it's so important. And again, I came to this revelation when I was watching Thor Ragnarok. I was saying to myself, this is how you make a strong, again, if your whole point, if your whole desire is to make a strong female character, which to me is just silly in the first place, you should just make strong characters. It does not matter what their gender or race is. Just make strong characters. Just make good characters, because that's what most people care about. Most people, when they see these people, they don't care about any of those other things. They just think to myself, is the performance good and is the character compelling enough for me to care about? And so I just thought to myself, wow, this is how you do it. Because not only do you have Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie in Thor, but then you also have Cate Blanchett playing Hela. And she is fantastic. And again, it has nothing to do with the fact that she's a woman or anything else. She is a good actor. Again, men, women, doesn't matter who they are. If you're a good actor, you're a good actor. And you have a great character. And that is where we find ourselves disagreeing, is do we think the character is good? Do we think the character carries the story forward? Because I guarantee you, if you talk to most people who have seen both of these films, and if you talk to most people who are critical of Rose Tico, and you were to ask them, well, what do you think about Valkyrie? I guarantee you, most of them would say, oh, Valkyrie was awesome. Valkyrie was a great character. You want to know why? Because the character was better. All right, so do you agree with anything I said? Do you also feel like sometimes you're talking to a brick wall when you're trying to point these things out to other people? Again, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to have a conversation with you guys about this, because I really do think it's important for us to be able to talk about these things specifically, but also to be able to show that this is what we're actually talking about. And we don't care about anything else. We want good stories, we want good characters, and that's what most people want. Again, when you go and pay money, when you're paying now upwards of $15 to go see a movie, what you want is a good story with good characters that you care about. You don't care about anything else. Everything else becomes so secondary to it. And if all you care about is, well, I want people on screen that look like this and believe in this, well then that's good. You can have that opinion, but unfortunately, those are not going to be movies that make a lot of money. That's one of the main reasons why you have Star Wars that's falling into this hole, because the characters have been terrible and the writing has been terrible too. But again, I feel sometimes like we're talking to a brick wall when we're trying to point these things out, because immediately we get painted as racist or sexist. Sorry. And with this example right here, great. So again, great actor, terrible character, did not like Rose Tico. Great actor, wonderful character, love Valkyrie. And I just wanted to get that out there. So thank you very much, guys, for listening. If you like this video, please give me the thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't done so already. Share this video also if you like it as well. And as always, have a great day and God bless.